Well, hello there. Welcome to the Obi Thorn Alliance. I'm Jacob.
And I'm Luke.
And in today's video, we're doing, I guess, a review and also from a different perspective, kind of. I've finished the show. Luke is still on the first episode of Arcane League of Legends on Netflix. If you can, like and subscribe, comment down below your thoughts about the show. And yeah, let's discuss. From someone that has watched it, I would say the main nitpick and the thing that it kind of, I understand why someone might not like it, but I think past the one nitpick, it's an amazing show, is for me personally, I feel like the first episode, I found it hard to like because I didn't like the main characters at the start. It's like, where's the show going? What's going on? And then when you get past the first episode, the show is amazing. It's one of the best animations I've seen on Netflix this year. So if you can get past the first episode, it's well worth your investment because the story is great. It deals with dilemmas from the top, like society, you're rich and then you're poor. Who's actually the bad guys? Is it the rich just because they're rich, or the poor? Yeah.
Okay, so I only watched the first episode. So from the first episode, I've got this idea that there's a group of teenagers to young adults that are stealing, and they've got this tip about this apartment that there's something in there, and I believe it's a scientist. And then they've taken a few different things. They're kind of arguing as a group because the young girl makes a mistake and whatnot, and then they go underground. They live some kind of an underworld underground. Is that how it works?
Yeah, basically.
And then they meet some shady characters, and then ultimately they find out at the end of the episode that the little girl kept something, this little blue ball, and then that is somehow going to lead to something amazing to happen.
Yeah.
What am I missing? Where does this go? How does this
I guess to see how the characters grow up and kind of the story kind of develops into, like I said, the rich, even though they kind of started the conflict, because you could argue the show wouldn't have started if the young raiders didn't go for that raid. But you could argue, well, if the rich people had a fairer system, if things were equal, they wouldn't have to steal. So it kind of asks those questions. And the animation is great. The soundtrack is amazing. And once you get past the first episode, it gets a lot better.
So what's the significance of this blue ball? I don't know anything about League of Legends. I don't know what it means. Are we dealing with creatures? I don't know. Are they humans? What is this?
Basically, the blue ball becomes magic, and then the scientist that they stole it off designs this travel system, and the story kind of develops from there.
Okay, so they reunite with the scientist, and he's like, "Oh, you've taken this," but he helps them in some way, or.
Oh, that kind of develops in the later part, because there's basically 3 acts to the show. So basically the story kind of tells its story for 3 episodes in 3 different acts.
Okay, how many episodes is there this series?
9.
Okay, so I've watched 1. As you said, I should persist, but I guess my dilemma is I'm not an animation fan, so I'm weighing up, do I want to continue, and is this going to be the animation that changes my opinion on? I say I'm not an animation fan. I tend to like really silly comedy animations, like your Family Guys, your South Parks, but anything that's more drama based or action based doesn't seem to be my thing. And I guess I got to weigh up why would I want to continue this, and why do you think I should?
I guess the story and the characters, and also how because I haven't played the game as well, but I feel like the show does a well enough job that you don't need to play the game. So I feel like there's enough from watching the show. I feel like I don't need to play the games. But if you played the games, you know what characters and stuff they can build into the world. So depends what you're looking for as well. Are you looking for action? There's that part of that in the show. There's quite a lot of things that it does right. It's just like I said, the main problem is that I personally didn't like it. I found the first episode hard to watch. Then once I got past the first episode, I finished it.
One thing I will say about the show is the animation is really cool. It's a different style. It kind of looks kind of watercolor painted, similar to like you'd see on the cover of a board game. Like I like that. There is some good voices in there. Haley Steinfeld is also one of the voices. So we just talked about her recently in Hawkeye. And then the soundtrack so far, like I've heard a song from Imagine Dragons in there. Maybe it's the theme song. I think
it is.
Yeah, so they do have some big people on board, and I guess it makes sense. You know, League of Legends is, I'd say, like top 3 most popular games around the world. Like, I don't know enough about those type of games, but I think of League of Legends, World of Warcraft, they're all up there, maybe like Call of Duty or something. So it's a big game. So they'd want to invest money to get this correct. What's your overall rating on it? Like, seeing you've watched it.
Probably a 4.5.
Okay. And what other animes have you seen this year that are close but not as good? So if someone out there is unsure, but they may have seen another one, you go, this is better than it. Like, you should watch this. What about like Invincible?
Yeah, Invincible I'd recommend as well.
It's better than Invincible, don't you think?
Oh, in a different way, I think it is. I think Invincible is a superhero show, so that's why, you know, it's amazing. But I would say Arcane, League of Legends is kind of better because it does that moral question of the rich living up in the top and poor people living underground. So I kind of liked it more than Invincible.
Okay. Have you got a favourite character from the first season?
Probably the scientist.
Okay, so he's a good guy. Like, what, he's rich but maybe doesn't sign with the rich. He wants to help the poor or something. What makes him a good guy?
Well, his story arc is that he's actually from a poor family, considered their society standards, but he was brought in a different family as like a helper or something, and he basically lives with them, and then the story kind of goes on from there.
Okay. A least favorite character?
Probably Hexy, or the girl with the blue hair.
Okay. And has the show made you interested in playing League of Legends?
Unfortunately, because I don't have a PC, I can't really play it.
Probably takes a lot of time to invest in League of Legends too. So you give it a 4.5. It's a very high rating. You mentioned you like the artwork. You think the soundtrack's really good.
Villain's good.
Yeah,
story's good.
Do you think it's gonna have multiple seasons?
Yeah, it's already had a season 2 confirmed.
Okay. What what are you looking forward to next season? What do you think that could follow? Is it season 1 left on a cliffhanger?
Of course, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing what happens with the cliffhanger.
Mm-hmm. Guess I'm not going to ask you what it is because I don't want to give away anything. At the moment, I'm still not quite convinced. It's not that you haven't been convincing about it. We both know that it's not my type of show. And I guess that was the point of this experiment, to get me to watch it and give it a try. I think I'll give it one more episode, because if you're adamant the first episode was not that great, but then you gave it a good review in the end, I'll give it one more to check it out. Because I to be honest, I don't really understand what it's about yet. And I think the first episode is maybe set up in that way. But if you're a League of Legends fan, you probably know a lot more about what's going on than I do.
What I would recommend you do is at least finish off the first arc, the first 3 episodes, and then make up your mind.
Okay, maybe I have to give it a go then.
Yeah.
Okay, I think you convinced me to continue on with an open mind, but it's going to take something pretty special for me to continue all the way to the end, but you never know. Now I got a few shows that I want to get you to have a watch, so we'll try the same thing another week if you can watch a show that I would recommend to you, and see how we go.
Okay. Well, thank you for helping, Luke. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. See you in the next video. Let the force be with you. Bye-bye.